Okay, so this is map 4 of the best of 3. Lunatic High is up 2-1. They won Numbani and no, they lost Numbani. They won Nepal and they won Anubis. EnVyUs won Numbani. So now this is Dorado, 4th map. EnVyUs going on offense with the Farah, but they're running Reaper. I think Farah McCree is strong. I don't think Farah Reaper is that strong. Lunatic High is running. The comp's awkward, actually. EnVyUs' comp. I don't like it. Like, I actually hate it. I don't know. Maybe hate's a strong word. You shouldn't hate anything in life, guys. Love everyone. No Reinhardt, which is a huge question mark. Because you're running a dive comp with non-dive heroes. Like, the only dive hero you have is the Winston. I don't like this. Like, you run Tracer Genji, you don't run Farah Reaper. That's the first problem, I think, with this. You don't run Reinhardt. Like, why don't you run Reinhardt on Dorado? Like, Reinhardt's so strong on Dorado. I'm so confused. So, like, I think, honestly, if they just ran Reinhardt, McCree, that would be really good. I don't care what the enemy team is running. I think that you just put time, like, you're down 2-1. This is like, you're gonna lose the series if you lose this map. Like, this is backs against the wall. Like, let Taimu play McCree, man. And Hulk should definitely be on Reinhardt, because I don't think you can win games on Dorado without a Reinhardt. But to that note, Tailspin's playing Farah. They don't have a Farah counter on the side of Lunatic High except for the Roadhog and the Ana, which I guess is a decent counter in itself. But I don't know how good the sightlines are for Farah on this map. Like, the strength of Farah, I think, on Dorado offense is that you can push over the back wall and, like, you can bring a Mercy with you, but you can't really bring a Mercy with you if you're running an Ana. So I don't know how good this is going to be, but I feel like Lunatic High is in the driver's seat right now, because unless Tailspin goes off, like, they're not going to have an easy time pushing. Like, Mei can deal with the tank, Mei can deal with Winston, Mei can decently deal with Reaper. Like, Mei can just hold the choke down. But taking this choke without Taimu just bubble and just walk up there, like, they didn't even contest. It's interesting that Lunatic High just doesn't contest the high ground there. Like, Taimu literally just teleported in front of their faces. Like, right now I expect a Mei wall to just block half of them off and then they'll just get farmed, but Taimu just walks in. How did that happen? See, Tailspin's Farah is, like, so good. Like, but how did, I don't know how they let, I don't know how Taimu just walked in like that. That was a miscommunication for sure. That was a panic. Like, yeah, they just panicked super hard. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened. They saw the Farah and they just, like, shut off. Like, their brains just shut off. Eska switches to McCree instantly, though. So now pressure's on Tailspin to make it work anyway. Because Ana McCree against Farah is pretty rough. This is EnVyUs' comp 3 patches ago. Like, this is what they would run, but I think it would involve the McCree. They nano boost him, but he doesn't have his pounce, so he can't go up there. That's a really bad ult because he wasn't ready. So that's a miscommunication. They could have made a lot more out of that if he had his jump, but since he doesn't have his jump. How did Eska die? How did they not kill? That was weird. That was a good Graviton for sure. Miro has Graviton now, so if his teammates survive, they'll be able to hold this pretty easily. They can even nano boost Miro during his Grav. They can definitely hold this point for sure, though, right now, with Sound Barrier and with Graviton. Unless they get zoned, I feel like he should just walk forward. Good sound barrier from both teams. Here comes the Graviton. Gets 2 or 3 kills. 2 kills. Dean in the back. Gonna get that. That's a good charge, actually. So now do they stay on the Pharah? I think right now you switch to Tracer or you switch to Reaper. I think right now you go Tracer, actually. So now you're running Pharah into McCree and into Anna, so I don't know how you finish this. Like, this is going to be a really hard finish. Like, Eska's high noons are going to be so easy to hit because there's no Reinhardt on the side of Envy. Earthshatter, that's a good Earthshatter from Dean. They had a huge ult advantage. Earthshatter's never going to miss either. So, like, you overcommit on the McCree, but then you have no answer to the Reinhardt. And the Reinhardt had ult. That's a decent whole hog. I mean, whole hog is whatever. I don't really care about people using whole hog. I think whole hog's one of the least impactful ults in the game. Like, it has potential to do well, but... So now he goes Genji. But why do you run Genji against one... Like, your Genji is, like, tier 2 at best. And you're playing against a tier 1 McCree, so you're going to have a hard time. And a tier 1 Zarya, even. So, good luck Tailspin, I guess. Because they don't have any good nano boost targets. They're probably going to nano boost Internet Hulk here. But a counter ulted McCree will do work. And there's the counter ulted McCree. The hook. Good. Eska's so good, man. That's a good ult. That was a really good reaction from the side of Lunatic High, actually. Internet Hulk and them are staying alive, but they don't have any business capping this point, I don't think. Like, they're still going to lose this push. Yep, they'll just jump off the map. Now they wasted their nano boost on a Winston. Didn't really help them out too much. I mean, the response from Lunatic High was so good. That nano boost on Eska was so good. Eska's positioning was so good. That high noon was so good. I mean, I'm like talking up Lunatic High, but now they're gonna wait for another sound barrier, I guess. Tailspin just gets hooked, dead. Now that this is a dead push, EnVyUs is just boned. Nothing's gonna happen here. Now Tailspin goes McCree because he's died 2-3 times in a row on Genji. He's not even going to wait for the nano boosted Dragon Blade because he knows he shouldn't be playing Genji, so he switches to McCree. But McCree is Taimu's best hero, so why is Tailspin playing it? Can you explain why Nano McCree is so good? It's because Nano High Noon's really good, and because they don't have a Reinhardt on the side of EnVyUs. Like, they just switched to Reinhardt, so before, the Nano boosted High Noon was even better. It's also one of the best ways to kill a... Like, Winston or McCree can deal with Winston normally, so Nano boosted McCree can deal with Nano boosted Winston, because like the damage, amp, and mitigation kind of nullify each other. Look at Eska, just completely uncontested, because now they don't even have high ground. Like, Tailspin rage switched classes like 3 times now, and they don't have any heroes that can contest Eska on the high ground. Eska's literally just standing up there. He's been standing up there the entire time, and they haven't been able to knock him off. So as long as he's upstairs, like, they haven't been able to touch him. The only time they were able to kill him was when they got the rocket barrage off. But EnVyUs didn't capitalize on their positioning in that situation, and I think Tailspin wound up dying anyway during the barrage, so they reset the fight. Now they have nano boosted Death Blossom, but they don't have a counter to Eska. Like, Eska's still gonna get a high noon. Yep. Like, okay. He just sits up there. I don't know. EnVyUs is having a really hard time getting on the right heroes and like playing them well, I guess. The first push, but it's immediate. They abandoned the Mei immediately. They keep the Roadhog hook there in case the Pharah gets too close. They're able to stabilize at the second point, build a pretty substantial ult advantage. They just didn't have a plan. Take them to just 1 point down on Dorado, but we
saw them in this position on Numbani, and they couldn't make it work. So
that's true. It was exactly the same, and in that case, EnVyUs did hold them on point A. But there's a big difference between a point A hold on Numbani and a point A hold on Dorado. It's much easier to get that full hold on Numbani.
But Lunatic High has been heavily favoring compositions that don't control the high ground very well.
It's true.
Few movement.
I don't think any team with you on it, Nova, is going to get highest perfect score on Junkenstein's Revenge. Defensive May Reaper Zarya. This is good against Lunatic High because Lunatic High doesn't have a good Genji player and Lunatic High doesn't have a good Pharah player. If you abuse that, you can win. But they don't abuse that because they don't even have the right heroes to abuse.
Very few entrances into the market.
Going single healer as well. They've been experimenting with this a bit. And you can go with that single Ana if you do have a lot of other.
Now they're running single healer strat.
Everything else EnVyUs has.
This works on maps with obvious choke points like Numbani. I don't think it works with maps like this. Are they going to run Torbjorn? Because that'd be sick, but they always wind up switching. No, he's the Lucio. They're not going to switch. Roadhog against this is pretty good, though, because if they get a pick, EnVyUs doesn't really have a fallback plan. But you can tell that Harry Hook might be getting frustrated because Tailspin's having a hard time. Like, Tailspin should just heal at this point. Let Harry Hook play the off class if you're having that much trouble. Like, EnVyUs has to hold here, and they decide to run one healer. Like, I don't know if that's the play. The second that Lunatic High gets a kill, or a blizzard, they're just going to win. That's a really good wall. I like that play. I like how the crowd goes crazy when they miss hooks. Now the blizzard goes off. Now they just win. Pretty sure now they just win. That's all it takes is a blizzard. Like, that's why offensive May is so good. Another reason why single healer is bad is because if you're not running Lucio and a May comes at you, you don't have an answer to the May. Like, if you don't have speed boost to get out of Blizzard, you're just going to die to Blizzard. Like, that was a 3-man freeze, and it's 100% because they don't have any speed. And then a boost of Reinhardt comes out because they have advantage. It looks like Coco misses Earth Shatter, although they just missed their own Earth Shatter. Eska kills Hulk. Eska got another Blizzard during this fight. Tailspin still hasn't used his Blizzard. Harry Hook's Tracer gets a triple kill. Casual healer getting more kills on the Tracer than anyone else, which is interesting. Harry Hook's so good, actually. Like, he should just play DPS for them. Like, move Tailspin to healer or some shit, and only swap him if you need a Pharah. Sounds dumb to say, but at that point right now. It doesn't matter, though, because EnVyUs will eventually lose because Sound Barrier will come out and Blizzard will come out again.
Here's the response.
Getting Eska is big. Taejun has that sound barrier now. He's going to use a whole hot, pushing back the nano boost at Reinhardt. Meanwhile, though, EnVyUs comes in with
EnVyUs just wasted like 5 ults for that fight. They wasted sound barrier, they wasted Blizzard, they wasted, I mean, I say wasted, they used 4 ults there. The Lunatic High has a window right now where they're going to have nano boost, they're going to have Earth Shatter, they're going to have Graviton. That should be more than enough. I think that was an overcommitment from EnVyUs. I don't think they had to use Blizzard and Graviton and Death Blossom. Like, Coco has to hit the fattest Earth Shatter of his life right now or else it's not going to be good. Good nuke. Harry Hook is playing so well. Harry Hook's Tracer is just way more comfortable looking. Like, the way he moves around the map, he has a plan, like, he knows what he's doing. Miro wasted Graviton there, and Rijung wasted Nano Boost. So now this defense is pretty scary, actually, for EnVyUs. They don't have anything. Lee Taejun switches to Tracer to counter Tracer. But Harry Hook is playing really well right now. Harry Hook is making so much space, man.
Maywall blocks a lot.
What? Zoro Millen. Thanks for the sub, man. Here comes the Blizzard, though, from Eska. This should be enough. If they get anything with this Blizzard, it's just easy game.
Huge kills.
And they will push it forward. The payload went far back, but it looks
And that's what I mean, like, you don't run your own Lucio and then a Blizzard comes in. Like, all of Eska's Blizzards were good. Like, maybe he had one bad one where the team wasn't there to follow up. I actually like the idea of the Tracer May combo because Tracer's so good at bursting heroes down.
Close. We've seen Lunatic High prevail in overtime a couple of times on these first points
Thanks for the sub, though, Zoro.
so far, and they've managed to take it to a 2-1 series, but it's been a bit dicey, and they don't have anything to take the high ground. Tailspin switching over to the McCree. Taimu close to that Death Blossom, so doesn't want to go over just yet. And the big change there, Tracer from Taejun.
This is some scary...
Gonna go for the
Why do you go for the Reinhardt there?
kill, though.
Coco healed right back up. Harry Hook, of course, did switch back over.
Could have taken the McCree or some shit, for sure.
Pretty obviously going to go back to a pretty normal comp after they lose that point A, which is what they did. Taimu with the Death Blossom now.
Death Blossom, they don't have Nano Boost, though.
For the drop down.
Why are they giving them so much cart time? Like, they just gave them so much space on that cart.
Earthshatter, they're going to drop everything here.
That's a good hold for them, but they burned a lot of ults for that. They burned Graviton, they burned Earthshatter, and they burned Death Blossom. Now, if they don't have a really good High Noon, and now Tailspin's on McCree again.
You could swap right now, but I think they're going to stick with it for the moment. Yeah, they will.
Like, why would you get off May? Like, May is so good. May is actually just so good. Why would you get off May? I don't understand.
The nano boost, but combination of the biotic grenade just gets enough anti-healing and CC to finish off the kills.
I feel like May is just amazing on, like, just if you're gonna find a hero that needs to be played on defense to win a map where all you have is a minute or two left, just why would you not stay on May?
But Chipsyon goes down immediately. Coco with a kill of his own. Miro just trying to salvage something.
Eska nano boosted, just trying to get kills. Free kill on Taimu.
Down two. They may still be able to make something work.
There's Eska's carrying so hard right now, but I feel like if you had Blizzard right now, it'd be fine.
Somehow in the back,
Miro flanked.
Miro, how did he get behind him right there?
Miro flanked through bank.
Come through the bank, it looks like.
Coco misses the Earth Shatter.
Do it right here. Deadeye looking for it. He's got a Reinhardt in the face.
He got the Reinhardt damage too.
They're
They didn't deserve that. I think EnVyUs' defense should have been better. I mean, their offense definitely should have been better, but they had that. Like, alright, Lunatic High, not really impressing me in this series, like, by any means. Like, they're messing up their pushes a lot, too. But as far as, like, how the outcome is, it's, like, definitely becoming which team makes less mistakes more than, like, which team plays better. Because the pushes are having so much trouble. Like, the pushes on both teams are having a lot of trouble, but I feel like the hero switches on EnVyUs are just really, really questionable. And then I feel like, I mean, they're making really good individual plays on the side of Takai. Like, Eska played so well, and Harry Hook played so well, and Taimu even played so, like, a lot of people played really well individually, but team-wise, I wasn't really impressed with either team. I think Eska solo carried that game at the end. Like, that was crazy. Like, nano boosting Eska is 100% worth. But whatever, I guess. I don't know. I feel like they should have been. I feel like EnVyUs could have won that series if they had clutched harder. Like, there were so many times where they just didn't close out a second point on a map. And then I don't know why Tailspin would switch off May when all you have to do is hold for 2 minutes. Like, you'll get Blizzard, and if you get a good Blizzard off, like, even if your Blizzard only gets like 1 kill, you'll still probably win the fight. I don't know, man. I'm a little confused by this whole thing. See how they do it the rest of the tournament. It's still early. They're going home for BlizzCon. They got time. They go back in 2 weeks. Whatever.